I want to talk about societal conditioning again because I think, um, everything is a manipulation and works. I think everything in life is working to take away your worth. So I don't necessarily believe in demonic forces. I believe the world is inherently flawed because if there is the demonic whatever, it is specifically just the manipulation to constantly think about the physical world, um, and just the illusion that you're always trying to focus on growing, becoming stronger, smarter, um, and just like while living inside of a society that's unhealthy. For example, like you're told to go to school, go to college, and you attempt to gain knowledge. I don't disagree with school. I just disagree with being pushed into everything all the time. Um, yeah, because you're always told that the world is trying to make you a better person, whatever, go to school, be smarter, do all this stuff, do as much as you can in the physical world. But I think it actually backfires. Well, first of all, you can't be all you can be in a world that's unhealthy, so I inherently believe in a world that's filled with things that aren't necessarily looking out for you. Why pursue your best selves in a world? Basically, society is supposed to be healthier, and it's not overly healthy. Um, and it just stems from the narrative of the self, the over actualization of the self, basically. But where are we going with this? Yeah, like you're always, for instance, you're told like you're trying to get one thing, and then next thing you know, they're trying to tell you that you need a house, and that you want a house, and then you're actually fully going to be fulfilled once you get that next thing. So I just inherently believe that is what's wrong. That you're never going to actually be fulfilled. Like you're manipulated into thinking you're going to be fulfilled, but you're not actually going to get fulfilled because there's always something else to attain. And if you're living by that narrative, you're never actually going to be fulfilled, basically. Um, One thing is also connected to everything. So if you're manipulated into thinking that, like, for instance, you can't be like fluid, or like you're pressured into thinking like sexuality is only one is only normal in one way or another, then you're inherently going to feel uncomfortable in other aspects of life. Um, and if you're not fluid in one way, you're not going to be able to show up in other areas of your life. It's like you need energy to be flowing always in the right direction, basically. Um, I know that's like everything is either moving. It's like a domino effect, basically. Like if you're not able to accept one thing, and you haven't fully accepted one thing in life, you're not going to be able to make adjustments in other. You're not going to be able to let energy flow positively in other aspects. You basically need to accept as much freedom and fluidity as possible, and the world is manipulating you into thinking that you are have to you're just pushed and influenced all the time. So you're trying to we basically want there to be um, moving away from the world manipulating into external pleasure gratification and moving towards just less gratification seeking, basically. Also, if you're living by the manipulation and the world, what the world's trying to tell you to do, and where your validation is actually coming from, you're inherently going to seek gratification and validation in other aspects of life to try and feel good. But what you actually need is to be told to inherently feel good internally versus the world trying to manipulate you into thinking the external is where your worth is in the physical, in beauty, in your grades, in all that. And maybe that's what makes us stupider in society because everyone's always, you're never just enough, basically, in the world. Um, that's um, that's all I got. You can just never. You just need to optimize. We need to be optimizing for environments that are for health and happiness, and restructuring what basically want to restructure what worth is in this world and what is where you're getting your worth from all the time. It's not necessarily just material wealth, although that's one aspect. You need other aspects in order to be basically happy and healthy. And just it's just a change to encompass other aspects in living in a healthier society. So moving away from the manipulative narratives of whoever is pushing things and trying to look at things holistically and internally versus just critical thinking is what you what you want.